We left Karijini on the 23rd of July, heading south. So we spent the night at just a free camp on the side of the road near the Gascoyne River, just a bit north of Meekatharra. On the 24th of July, we headed south, brunch at Meekatharra, across to Ceduna, and then all the way down to Leonora. On the 25th of July, we drove from Leonora to Kalgoorlie, spending one night there. Then south a little bit to Northman, where we started the air highway Nullarbor Plain. So that day we made it to Cocklebiddy Roadhouse, who didn't have any powered sites, so we stayed just a little bit further on a free camp. And this was an early morning, very long day, crossing into South Australia. And we stayed at Ceduna for 2 nights, starting on the 27th of July. Just had to pull off this other road for a couple of oversized vehicles, actually correctly labelled. So it's the 23rd of July. We left Karijini this morning, not too early. We just stopped in Newman for some fuel and to let Hugo have a play at the playground, and we're going to keep going, maybe stop at a free camp on the way or go to Meekatharra, we're not sure yet. We've just pulled up at a free camp for the night. Just a 24-hour stop on the side of the road on the way to Meekatharra. I don't know, we're probably 100 or 200 k's from there still. 160 maybe. I just realised I was using my microphone hand to swat flies, so that audio is probably terrible. I was saying I looked at the forecast for tonight and it's going to get down to 9, but it's only like 19 or 20 already, and I had to put a jumper on when I got out. Pretty cool. The sleeping bags worked too well. It's like stifling hot in our bed, although at the change of temperature, like in the very early morning, it was really nice to be snuggled in there. So I think the sleeping bags are a good idea. We're going to have a fire tonight. We collected some firewood on the way. Ryan just cut it up with the circular saw that he brought with us, as you do. There's not too many people here, only like three other campsites that we've seen. More people in the other direction that we haven't driven past. And then there's trucks stopped. There's a separate area for them too. So it should be nice. Hugo just woke up, so he doesn't know what's what. It's a proper cold one this morning. Very windy. It looks like it's going to rain. Maybe not that way. We left the camper trailer hooked up last night. No awning. We did have a little fire, which I should have videoed some of. Ryan dug a hole and he's filled it in this morning once the coals were out. But that was our first fire in WA. And we're only in WA for less than a week longer. The next week's worth of video is going to be pretty boring because we're going to be in the car for most of it. So we'll just have to try and remember to video anything interesting that pops up. Hugo's teeth are chattering. We stopped and had some brunch at Meekatharra. I don't know where we are. We've passed Ceduna, heading south. It's flies, they're annoying. It's cold. It's 15 degrees, which isn't that cold, but cold enough for us to need jumpers after spending weeks in 30-degree heat. Hey, what's your daddy doing? Should probably go pick up some of that firewood and put it in the car, hey? We made it all the way to Leonora last night. Ended up getting a powered site at the caravan park, which was good because it got down to below zero, so we had the heater going all night. Our tyre that we paid $335 for, that got a puncture, still has a slow leak, so we've had to stop just outside of town to pump it back up again. And now the battery, which had issues the other day with turning off when the compressor is connected, is doing the same thing, so we'll see how that goes. Hugo's playing with rocks. This is a gold mining town, but there's a lot of other mines around here too, but this is just on the little entry stopover, so we thought we'd come in here and have a look while we do the tyre rather than just a stop on the side of the road. Battery history, there we go, and gold pans. Well, that should keep Hugo entertained till Ryan figures out what's going on. You saying hello? Hi. We'll just leave Ryan to his business over there, I think. What do you think? Car. Yeah, that's your car. What's Daddy doing with your car? All set up at Kalgoorlie, and now we're having a look in the mine. Not the mine museum, the Goldfield Museum. We're up the top now. Had a look down in the basement at the information about gold. Now having a look. Oh my gosh, here you go.
Looking at the playground.
Yeah. It's a pretty good view. There's all these old buildings to have a bit of a look in outside too. Oh, look, a place to leave Hugo.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. See you, Hugo. Bye.
Bye. As if we could leave you. Yes. Oh, he's happy to be in there if we're still here.
Okay, well, we're gonna go. See ya.
Oh, he's trying to get out.
Come on.
Good boy.
No, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, it's a good little museum, and it's only a donation to come in, so we just, you don't even have to donate, we just donated $5. I've never seen lavender grow like this before. And that big top was almost like a tree. There's so many nice old buildings in Kalgoorlie. It's the clock tower, and we just went and had dinner at the Irish pub, and now we're about to head back. Hey,
Yeah.
dinner and dessert. It was good. We're having a little pause. Got some fuel, had something to eat. Hugo's having a little dance. We're in Norseman, which is a little bit southeast of Kalgoorlie.
Yep.
And we head onto the air highway from here and across the Nullarbor Plain, which I'll try and video a little bit of. We're hoping to get some nice videos around the cliffs, I guess they are. Hopefully the highway goes close to them. You getting out that energy, Hugo? Gonna dance? Yeah. But it's gonna be 3 long days in the car, we think. There's no point dragging it out. We're just gonna do it. Get as far as we can each day. Hopefully we'll be in Port Augusta soon. Not ready for the 1.5-hour time change again.
Hey, come back
That's
here.
a bit significant, but we'll be right. Hugo.
Hugo, come here.
Cheeky. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, that's debatable. There's a very weird time zone in the southeast corner of WA called the Central West or the Western Central Time, and it's only observed by like 200 people, did you say last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's 45 minutes ahead of the rest of WA. We just did a free camp on the side of the road near Cocklebiddy, which is the place that observes the time zone, and we decided just to get up. If you need to turn the lights off for a minute, you can.
No.
We decided to get up when Hugo had enough of sleep. So he had a bit of a rough night. I felt like it was 4 o'clock every time he woke me up, and then finally it was, so we decided to get going just because he's got another couple of hours left of sleep. So we thought we'd try and get as much of this drive done while he would sleep in the car, so probably stop at about 6 or 7 and make some coffees, have some breakfast and get him up and have a bit of a play, and then keep going, and hopefully we will have done a couple of 100 Ks by then. Yeah. I'll video a bit of the drive later. It has not changed the whole time since yesterday. It's very boring. Just a bit excited because I'm watching one of the most beautiful sunrises I think I've ever seen in my life. You probably can't see, but it's like this deep, dark, reddy brown on the horizon, and we can actually see stars still. Do you want to just turn the high beams off? It is so incredibly stunning to see both of those at the same time. It's amazing. And literally like 5 seconds after I turned the camera off, there was a shooting star, which was so awesome. I'm so excited. Usually when we're driving at this time, we're driving north, so we don't really get to see this angle ruin the moment by pointing out to me that if I got the camera out again, I wouldn't get the shooting star again. Oh dear. Yeah, it's stunning. And it's 1 degree. It was 0 when we got in the car. It got as low as -2, and now it's starting to warm up. Had the heater on high, which is about 30 degrees, and now we've whittled that down to 25, which is comfortable. We've been driving for about 45 minutes.
More of a tail.
That's just Ryan enjoying the change of wildlife signs on the side of the road. It looked like a dancing camel too, actually. We just crossed the border into South Australia. The sign was right at the quarantine point. So I didn't have my stuff ready, but you just drive through it from WA to South Australia anyway. Much the same as going from WA to the NT. It's only entering WA that it seems to be an issue with getting rid of fruit and veg. So, the car just updated. My watch says it's 7:52, which is still strange time zone. The car now says 9:25, but my body says that it's 7:10. And Hugo's still asleep. So it's been just over 3 hours in the car. We'll probably stop soon to have breakfast and get him dressed. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The time zone, we just went through the little town Eucla, and I was Googling what was around there, and one of the common searches for Eucla was what time zone is it in. And when I looked at that search result, it said that there's a telegraph station there, or there was, and that time zone was the agreement between South Australia and Western Australia to split the difference in the middle, and that's what the telegraph station would be at. So that's a bit more of an explanation than Ryan got from Wikipedia yesterday. Makes a bit more sense. Still the same road pretty much. We are a lot closer to the coast now, so hopefully we'll be able to stop for breakfast somewhere and get the drone up and have a bit of a look around. This is where we decided to pull up for breakfast and coffee and to get Hugo dressed. He woke up by himself about 7 his body time, but it's nearly 10 o'clock South Australia time, I think. I don't know. 9:30. So confusing. Anyway, Ryan's getting the drone out, but it might be a little bit too windy, so I thought I'd just do a little bit of a walk around. It's about 10 degrees now, which is much nicer. The water down here is absolutely stunning, but it's like a bit disconcerting because you can see these big waves crashing, but you can't hear it at all. So it's hard to know actually how far away we are from the water here. Try and zoom in a little bit. The colour of the water is amazing. And it's just that big open horizon again. And then that's the way that we came from. We were driving on those cliffs all the way down there not long ago. I don't think Hugo's particularly enjoying the cold wind. But we'll go up and give him some breakfast and see if that cheers him up, because Ryan puts nice warm water in his Weet-Bix. You want to tell me that again? Are you happy? Oh, you can see food. All right. So after a few hours of driving, pretty much with scenery similar to this, we just passed a sign that said we're at the western end of the treeless plain, which means it's just the start of no trees. But that also means that now every time Ryan sees anything that's even slightly taller than one of these little bushes, he points it out as a tree to me.
The sign's a lie.
I don't know how long the treeless plain is, but it feels long already.
Like, I would count this one coming up as a tree.
I know. You would have pointed it out to me as a tree.
It is.
There you go, that little green
There's two of
thing
them.
there. 2 trees. Oh my gosh. Lies. But really, like, excuse the dirty window, but there is nothing. The water was beautiful where we stopped, but now we're kind of back inland, so our entertainment for the next who knows how long is pointing out the occasional tree. It's been a pretty uneventful day I would have pronounced this place Ceduna, but I heard someone else pronounce it Ceduna, so now I'm not sure. We got fuel this morning. Ryan washed the car at the car wash, and it's much cleaner. And then we went to the information centre and art gallery, did some shopping. We came back and had some lunch, and we were going to head to the little museum just up the street, and they were shut. They were only open from 10 till 12. So we've just had a nice day of relaxing. Trying to get on top of some stuff and update our map videos and get all of that sorted. It's cold, obviously. The scarf and beanies have come out. Scarf the first time this trip, beanies not the first time. I think this morning when I woke up at 6, the sun still wasn't up and it was -4, so we'll probably be going powered sites the rest of the way just so that we can have the heater on.
Or hip camp so we can have the...
Or hip camps and the diesel heater, that's right. Yeah, so we're just doing what we can to stay warm. Ryan and Hugo have been down to play at the park on the jumping pillows. Hugo's just seen biscuits. Are you right? Yep, 2 at a time. Yeah. As you do. Yeah, so there's not been much to really video today. Nobody needs to see the inside of a Foodland. Hey. And tomorrow... Yeah, well, it would have to be. It's not only shop here. We are heading towards Port Lincoln tomorrow. So should be only about 2 hours in the car. Yesterday, after we left at... What time was it? 4:45?
Yep.
It was a bit confusing with the time zone changes, but I think it was around 10 hours of travelling, and we did 2 or 3 stops in there, so that was a huge day, which is why we chose to have 2 nights here and have this break today.
But it ended up being a really nice little town.
Yeah.
I like it here.
Really good town. No, do you like it too? Or do you just like the lollies you can see in the pantry?
No.
What's on for dinner? Chickpea, 4-bean, vegetable mix. That's what we're having tonight.